Welcome back to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's time to get underway here. Map number 2, Astralis versus ENCE. The first going in favor of Astralis, a long overtime affair, but we find ourselves here on Nuke. The map pick of Astralis, and they'll be looking to try and get off to a brilliant start here in the pistol. Flashbang up into the air is going to force Alu back in towards heaven.
He does spot just a couple. And all 5 players charging out. Device spots out a player. It's going to push in towards the fence. This is smart from him. He's going to cut off the rotation. He's going to instead go for the duel. Finds Sunny, picks up the USP. That's Decon in control with the T's. This is looking very good already for Astralis.
It's looking brilliant. And well, now the rotation having to come through from ENCE, but the man advantage available. They're going to go up the vent, and it's dupreeh that's gone up here, catching off Aerial, and now the rest of the team coming through as well. They have got Alu up in heaven still, and Sergey's going to come and back him up, but that's the headshot from a Device that's coming through, ringing in, and now it's only X7 and Alu. A 2v3 overall, trying to hold on to the site as Glaive peeks in with a P250. Looking to do the damage, Alu has descended upon the A bomb site, and it's going to be an easy 2 pick up for Alu and X7. Now only Glaive, the in-game leader for Astralis, trying to make it happen, but they know where he is. He's been spotted, he does the damage, but Alu holds the angle. ENCE on the defuse, it's perfect here. Alu's just going to hold on, and there's the headshot. Astralis will lose the pistol. That's a big round from Alu.
That is a massive round, 3K, and it felt like, honestly, Astralis had that one in the bag.
Yep.
They have control of vents, so I love the play just to go up towards upper bomb site, and of course dupreeh with a crazy kill, just running up ladder and getting the frag, but somehow Alu, like I mentioned, from the heavens, just being an angel of death. What a round, and what a round to win indeed. Starting off on the right foot. They did pick to start a CD side. Obviously, the map pick from Astralis means their opponents, ENCE, will have the pick of the sides. And of course, you want to start a CD side here in Nuke. It's going to be an interesting buy from ENCE, though. A lot of investments in the rifles and a distinct lack of utility. On the side of Astralis, they get the bomb down, so a little bit of extra money to work with. Glaive will drop an AK-47 over to Magisk, but Device will be found out. That's huge because when the trade does come in, Magisk has a lot to do. Should be finding this kill here. 2 quick kills. Trades being pretty equal, but Magisk just spinning around, taking heads. And now it's a 2v2 bomb picked up by Zipex.
Well, X7 catches off Magisk, takes him down, and now it's only Zipex left into a 1v2. But the Deagle is going to spot and play across it towards CT. Zipex starting to run in towards the lower bomb site. Sergey drops in. This is the perfect position for him, but he misses the timing. Zipex, does he spot? Does he know that Sergey's in there? He'll find a headshot, and now it's a 1v1. 7 HP is all Zipex has to work with, and he's running up towards A. This is perfect, but he's going to fake the A rotation. He's going to go back to the vent, but that's exactly where X7's going. You'll hear the footsteps. Zipex ready for it, and X7 does not want to go towards the top. Zipex aware, but he's 7 HP, so can't just take the straight-on fight. Eventually will tap, trying to pull X7 up towards the top of the vent, and there he goes, falling forward, but look at that. Zipex eventually going to go stick. X7 spots him, but look at this battle. It's just a battle of the chickens, and well, there we go. X7 will find it, Zipex will fall, and a game of chicken finally ends in X7's victory.
Again, a massive round coming out from one of the players of ENCE, X7 with the 3K. Zipex there. I mean, that round was pretty much done, and he played it so very smart. He waited and waited. But then, like you mentioned, a game of chicken, and X7 does come out on top. Unfortunate for Zipex, was only 7 HP, so all X7 needed was a 1 bullet on any part of the body. I'm a little surprised that Zipex didn't kind of go for the safe plan once he knew exactly where X7 was, but I guess he didn't want to be trapped behind the silos. Instead, he will be found out. 2 rounds for ENCE. Although, that was a very expensive round, and Astralis are aware of this. A fast play coming out. Sunny blinded, gets caught out. There's another CT nearby. It is Alu with AK-47 from above. He's got to find one. Looking for more in the smoke, but just the one. dupreeh replies back.
Glaive able to take down Aerial. Famas able to come in with a pick. And now Astralis have the advantage. This could be their first round on the board. They've come close to so many of them, but Glaive is going to peek in towards lower, catches X7 off towards the right side of the ramp. And once Sergey available, up in the rafters, starting to get closer. Glaive ready for it, but Sergey, MP9 taking him down. Bomb in the possession of dupreeh, but where does he go with this? 1v1 again. dupreeh sprints towards the vent. Are we going to have a deja vu here, but it's a different 2 players. Sergey finally comes up on top this time. It'll be an easy kill. Sergey spamming into the corpse of dupreeh. And again, another 1v1 going in favor of ENCE. Sergey just having a great time. This is the most emotion I've ever seen out of a Finnish player.
And Just has a lot of time. He's trying to probably retrieve.
He doesn't have that much though. He doesn't have a kit here, so he has to be very careful there. He has plenty of time, obviously, but you know, imagine if it got a little bit scary. That'd be an annoying way to lose.
It is a little problematic for ENCE though. Despite being 3-0 up, you can clearly see the money is still not ideal. Now Sergey can drop an op onto Alu. Now that could happen. And Alu, in the meantime, can drop the gun over towards Sunny, who just has $3,600. And there we have it, Alu with the big green zoom banger. FAMAS in the hands of Sergey. The rest of them gonna have the M4s. Another FAMAS in the mix. And for Astralis, of course, they're gonna go for the buy. They got the bomb down 2 rounds in a row. So they have the AK-47s, but they're looking to... They're basically showing the utility. Just the very, very limited utility. AK's all around, just a 1 smoke and 1 flash remaining for the T side. They're looking to go for these duels, but towards outer yard, especially with Al with the AWP, it could be quite problematic indeed. Sunny's playing pretty aggressively towards Secret. And they're actually walking towards... Oh, they're walking in, they're gonna line up. Alu, look at the damage, Dinko. Look at the damage inflicted. He just finds 1, but Device on 37, Magisk on 16. Sunny should have no trouble picking up both the players, and Magisk decides to slowly fade away. And man advantage established for ENCE. Now ramp control. Given up, Sergey from behind finds Magisk. Zipex strikes, but now it's a 2v3.
2v3 indeed as Astralis look to try and run over the top. It's going to be an easy kill for Dupree. Sunny biting the dust, and now Dupree on his own again. How many times are we going to see that? He just gets the bomb planted and then dies immediately after. Sergey continuing his BM a little bit here. And really just rubbing it in. Wasting flashbangs. Having a great time. And this is what you love to see. A good bit of BM coming in from Sergey. 4-0 up. ENCE having a great time on Nuke so far. And this is exactly the start we wanted to see them have. You know, you want to see them come into this, getting the rounds under their belt. They've just lost Train in a fashion that is quite heartbreaking, because you have to remember they could have realistically won Train. They were in the driver's seat for so long. There was rounds that they should have won that went in favor of Astralis, but now these close rounds are going in favor of ENCE.
The crazy thing with Astralis, they haven't had to go for a full eco yet so far. They're gonna keep buying up. Of course, 4th round loss bonus. It's max loss bonus. New system. They have the AKs, and this time they have a little bit of extra utility as well to work with. For ENCE, these rounds have been narrow, Dinko. They have won it, they've won 4 in a row, but you can take a look. The coffers are pretty much empty. X7 timing could be disastrous. He's gonna peek up, spots a player, spots multiple players in fact, does a bit of damage, and it's gonna do the smart thing and fall on back, just relinquishing ramp control. And Astralis haven't got ramp control now, will be falling back towards lobby. They're gonna keep 1 player there, it's gonna be Device. This upper hit might be coming in. They don't have any Molotovs though. 1 smoke, a few flashbangs, and a nade in the hand of Zipex. The problem is for ENCE, they haven't lost a single member, so they have this set up. 3 players towards upper.
Well, making their way out of the door, it's going to be Glaive, the front man, on towards the A-bomb site here. But Sergey is inside of the hut. He's also got his teammate at the back of the site itself, but they aren't aware that they're so close. Astralis are already on the site, and well, they're just not ready for that. Sergey and Ariel both fall. They had no information that Astralis were already right in front of them. Well, this should be around in the bag for Astralis. Save call coming in already from ENCE. Howley going back towards CT spawn, but he misses the shot, and Device will take him down. Now he sees an AWP available to him. X7 is aware that Device will be sprinting for that gun, and well, he'll have a chance to stop it from getting into the next round. He'll do a good job shutting him down with a FAMAS, and now his task is to carry that op over for Alu. Gonna be around finally being posted from Astralis. It feels like it's been a long time coming. They've been in so many 1v1s, they've brought it down to the close rounds so many times here, and finally they'll get one on the board.
Yeah, it has been very close, hasn't it? If you look at the way the rounds have played out, the second round, which ENCE won, came to a 1v1. The third round, a 1v1. The fourth round, a 2v1. Which means the money is not good at all for ENCE, despite having this 4-1 lead. The saved AWP is going to come in real handy alongside the AK-47 in the hands of Sunny. But if you look at the cash of the rest of the players, this is looking mighty rough indeed. The Force, of course, coming in. They're going to try and work around the AWP and the AK-47. Double UMPs. You might see a Desert Eagle in the hands of X7. If Astralis can somehow win this one, they're going to break the economy for offense. They can start trying to claw back into this game, into this particular map.
Sunny is going to toss that Molotov and try and prevent Astralis from safely crossing towards Secret, but it's not going to be working. Astralis do get down already. Multiple players in towards the lower side of the map. Now ENCE struggling to patch up these holes. Astralis already down towards the double door. It's X7 who has been spotted by Magisk. He'll do a little bit of damage, and there through the smoke, the headshot will come through. Aerial luckily shutting down Zipex in reply, so we're still 4v4. Still even odds here. And with Astralis still having plenty of time and the bomb in their control, the better weapons across the board, this is starting to look pretty scary for the Finns. Bomb planted. We've got good post-plant positions here on the B-bomb site as well. It's going to be very difficult for ENCE to work their way back in. So probably just the save call coming in from the Finnish side again. And Astralis, two in a row, put them together now.
Valor finds another one.
Oh, yeah.
This could happen. Aerial walking up, picks up an AK. Are they really going to go for this? Looks like they are. Flashbang from Glaive. That's going to be great. It's going to allow the player on the bomb side to peek on out. And it's going to be Magisk who finds the kill. Device from behind. And that's Sergey left alone. And it should be the call for him to just try and hold on to his AK-47. And that's going to be the round. He's still looking for it towards Decon. He's been spotted out by Magisk, who wants the hunt here. But Sergey will survive. On 22 HP. But the money has been completely crushed for ENCE, Dinko.
At that point, I'm really looking at the save call there from ENCE. I'm wondering why. You know, you can obviously understand the attempt. You know, Alu gets that one kill. If he gets another one, there's certainly a chance there in the 3v3. Flank from Device came in. It was pretty much the insurance policy for Astralis anyway. But ENCE probably would have been better just carrying those weapons into the next round. But at least you have the AK in the hands of Sergey. At least it's something to play with. But the rest on default pistols. Should be Astralis finding 3 in a row.
Yeah, considering it's a full eco, the USPs, going to be quite hard indeed. Sergey trying to be aggressive, but Zepex is ready. AK-47, just able to find one. Now they've retrieved 2. The problem is they have no Kevlar, nothing. Just a 1 flashbang and the 2 AKs on the remaining 4 members. So as long as they play this one right, it should work out. Silo, Magisk finds him. And 1 by 1 they fall. It should be a pretty comfortable run for Astralis as Sunny comes running out, but Device is going to have none of it. So just 1 player lost for Astralis to retain the 4 rifles, and we should be seeing another buy coming out now from ENCE.
It's not going to be a great buy, though. There's definitely going to be missing a lot of utility. They're not going to have that ult for Alu that's been such a pivotal factor for them. So, 4-3. Astralis. All in the hands of Device. Everything they could possibly want, and money now building on this T side, along with rounds and momentum. So, ENCE, they've got to put a stop to it. The M4 is in play. There are no kits across any of the players here on the CT side. So, keep an eye on that. Hopefully that won't come back to cause issues for ENCE here. They don't have a plethora of utility either, so things are not looking great, but still the weapons.
Still the weapons. For Astralis, it's about trying to keep the money honest, trying to just win this battle of attrition early in the first half. See Astralis setting up the smokes to its outer. All the smokes. They're expending quite a lot of utility early on. Device.
Oh, get out of there.
Okay.
1 HP.
1 HP.
I love it. I mean, I like the cojones to go for the peak over the top, right? But yeah, not really working out there. At least he gets away with his life. He's kind of lucky to do so there. He should have been dead to rights. 55 seconds in play. Astralis now working the ramp area. Glaive is going to throw the flash on in, gets the in for the X7 is back here. He's going to be playing a crossfire with Alu in the corner, but Astralis are not committing. They're just throwing a little bit of utility, testing the water, trying to pull a rotation off towards that position.
Oh, no.
And now they immediately go back and strike in towards the A site. It's Sergey who falls first. Zipex catches Aerial, trying to get up towards the top of the vent. Alu manages one, but Glaive was in the perfect position to refrag. And now the bomb planted. X7 trying to do some work. It's only Sunny left alone in a 1v3. And again, this has to be surely the save call from Sunny. They're low here, though, on Astralis. He could find these 2 kills, but with no kit available, it's not going to be easy at all. He'll run over the top, and while Dupree is ready for him. It's a 4th round now for Astralis, and they put them all together. Money is not looking good here for ENCE whatsoever. It's going to be a couple of P250s, a little bit of action now in the pistols, but it should be Astralis taking the lead.
Yeah, one thing about Astralis, I mean, their anti-ecos have been definitely stellar. A team legendary for the style of Counter-Strike they do play. And they're not going to be giving too many avenues for pistols to kind of like take them down, unlike some of the games we've been catching in the CIS region. Device opening it up, but the barrage of nades just finds Device, and it's going to be an absolute slaughter towards the outer yard. Sergey left alone here. It's got to be an easy cleanup for Astralis. The op should be retrieved as well for Device, but look at the money right now for Astralis, Dinko. This is looking quite rough indeed for the Finnish side.
Yeah, it's just building and building for Astralis. I like that little artillery fire from ENCE, though. At least they brought something to the table. Device falls victim to it. But again, no real money problems over here on Astralis. Gonna be a buy from ENCE. Finally, they got that cash injection. Good chance for them. But, like you said, money's so well built up on Astralis that they're going to have to do a lot of work. It's not... They have to win this one, and they also have to win it with as many players as possible staying alive. Because if they lose too many, they will be on that low buy, and Astralis can just come back into things with a full solid buy. Again, I love the pace from Astralis. Look at the pace they're setting straight in towards the lower bomb site. Already through with Dupree and Zipex, and they can just get this bomb planted. And
it's not just about the bomb getting down. If you look at Zipex's position, he's pushed in so very deep. Device getting tested. Zipex pushed up. It's X7. There's no need to face here. This round's pretty much almost over, if you ask me. And he's going to get plucked off. That should be the call for the save. Your money is nowhere close to being good enough, ENCE. Even though they get the one kill, Device with the AWP finds one more. They're just hemorrhaging, just bleeding players. The call for the save has rung out on the Finnish side. Ariel, Sergey, and Alu will hold on to their guns. And at this point, this is where Astralis start going for the hunt. This is where they start making life even more miserable for ENCE.
Well, the unfortunate scenario here for ENCE is the start they had. Yeah, okay, they went 4 in a row, but even in those rounds, it wasn't that convincing. It was brought down to the 1v1 fights a lot of the time. I liked the BM coming out of Sergey. I thought that was going to be the energy ENCE needed. Still can make it happen here. Got a buy again, but it's all about the round wins at this point. And Astralis still winning most of them. 6 on the T side already. Nuke, obviously, you would see a lot more rounds being picked up on the T side with the Krieg meta. Still waiting to see whether or not that is the case overall. Statistically, we haven't really got a huge sample pool just yet in terms of seeing whether or not the nerf of the Krieg has really affected the T-side round wins, but that my hypothesis is that it will, to a small extent.
Yeah, as much as smaller extent compared to Train, right? I mean, this is a map where it's been around for quite a while now. This iteration. Did he just disconnect?
I think he just timed out, yeah. I thought he might have killed himself, but it seems like he's disconnected, which is why we have 2 devices on the server, so it's just a little bit confused right now on the HUD.
Yeah, but considering that damage has been dealt already, and the game is going to continue.
Yep.
And he has joined back, luckily, but they do get the 1 kill onto Alu. The Device finds Sunny. Sergey immediately replying back. It's still a 3v3, even Steven so far. X7 going for the fight, though. He spots a 2-player towards radio. And now you can see the rotation taking place. Sergey climbing up the vents. They're aware at least 2 players are towards the lobby area, but Astralis now, they're going to be pushing back towards ramp.
Oh, well, X7 catching out Zipex. It's going to be Magis moving forward, catching X7 off. And now we're into a 2v2. 25 seconds left. Ariel's position is solid, but the longer he takes, the less impactful it will be. And now Sergey Molotov back up towards the top of the stairs. This is well played from Astralis. All the protocols are there. They're making sure that they just get themselves the site safely. They get the bomb planted. Now Ariel trying to come back in from the ramp. He's going to catch Magis. He knows that Glaive was in there, but Glaive finds the important fight. Sergey falls, and now it's all on Ariel. He's going to go immediately for the defuse. He's just sticking it a little offset as well, so Glaive can't find the angle. He can't get the spam through, and there it is. Ariel pulls it off. The smoke in the defuse in the smoke, should I say, but I almost forgot the English. And well, there we go. Just chaos inside the smoke. Glaive couldn't quite find the angle, and with the way Ariel actually approached that, he goes to the left side. So even if Glaive tries to get the angle, he has to pivot so much that to really get a comfortable spray on there, the door might have actually had to be opened. So really good stuff there.
That is just so unfortunate for Astralis as well. They lost Dupree at the beginning of the round. It came down to a 1v1, and they're going to be so frustrated with that. But still, 6-5 for the Danes. Still going to be feeling pretty comfortable. Dupree is definitely back in the server. Money is just completely out of control for Astralis. 12k for Glaive. The rest of them, 8,000, 7,000, 5,000 Majisk. It's just looking very, very good indeed. And for ENCE, once more, Dinko. They win one, but now they're again in danger of getting reset if they lose this round. Astralis once more deploying a bit of utility towards outer. And 3 players slowly inching ahead. In fact, might be all 4 of them. Device with the bomb on his back, and now Ali with the AWP with a lot to do.
Well, Glaive cashing aerial. Gonna be falling, and now Astralis. With the man advantage, is going to be charging in towards the lower bomb site. It's going to be Sunny looking to try and hold on here. Going to be a chance for him. Glaive is going to fall. Now Sergey looks to the right. It's going to be Device being picked off. Sergey coming around the backside of the vent. Magisk winning that. Sergey with an easy kill, dropping him. And now what was looking good for Astralis at the start of this round has certainly crumbled. It's looking almost unrecoverable. Dupree just clearing the top of the vent. But again, any round we say that looks unrecoverable for Astralis, it looks certainly difficult. They seem to always find a way to nearly make it happen or make it happen. We've seen it on train quite a few times. 2v4 is being made to work. And while Dupree and Zipex have got themselves in towards this A-bomb site, bomb planted. Sergey is going to take a fight in the open against Dupree, taking him down, but Zipex, just too many players. And well, eventually he is overrun. Alu shuts him down, and it's the 6th round now for ENCE.
I love what ENCE did there. 4v2, they don't waste any time just peeking one by one, just all 4 together pushing in. And especially the moment they got Dupree, it was just all alone, the one final player. And that 1v4, it was never going to happen. And they kind of tied things up here. Keeping 3 alive as well. Definitely going to help their economy as we go into the final rounds here of the first half. 3 rounds remaining, scores tied. And Astralis, again, I just have to point out, they can keep buying till the end of this half. The money has been built up. Such a great streak of rounds they had. 4-0 for ENCE initially, Dinko. And then Astralis back-to-back 6 rounds in a row. But now ENCE have managed to get a couple back together to tie things up. If who's going to come out on top is a question here. ENCE, 3 players towards upper early on. There's just a 1 player towards ramp. That is Mr. Ariel. And Ali with the op, playing towards outer.
Well, crunch time now in the first half. Really getting into the important rounds that define what the start of the second is going to be looking like. Magisk taking the early damage. He's dropped 33 HP. Astralis still with plenty of utility. Are going to be setting up for what looks to be an outside execute. We'll see if that is the case. Can't quite see from this perspective, unfortunately. But we'll see what goes down. It's going to be the smokes tossed in towards outside. Multiple players heading their way in behind them. So Glaive at the front, Magisk second in behind. He's low HP, so doesn't really want to be caught through this smoke from the spam that is coming in. And now Astralis just walking their way down secret stairs.
I believe it's one of the first times that Astralis have gone for such a late take towards secret, which could potentially catch ENCE off guard. They have no information, no inkling as to where the players of Astralis are. They have left Zipex towards the lobby area, just the lurk, just holding the line, looking for any aggression from the CDs towards the lobby. In the meantime, look at the way Astralis is spreading out towards lower, Dinko. There's no one there. The flashbang's going to be the tell, though. And now the rotation should be coming in from the CDs. But then Molotov from Device. Oh, the timing on that. X7 spots him out, and he's going to push on out. He goes for the spray. 1, looking for more. 2 kills. That is massive from X7.
That's
and
huge.
with that, Sergey finding Zipex. It's huge. This is very winnable now for ENCE. With 8 seconds on the clock, bomb is going to be planted. It's all in Device. He finds 1, but not the second.
Well, it's all Magisk now, trying to make it happen. The 1v2 up on top of the ramp in the open. And well, that play from X7 is absolutely huge. They think the Molotov is going to keep them at bay, right? Glaive has no idea about that ramp progression. X7, he gets the timing on the edge of the Molotov. He walks in, he finds 2. And well, Astralis just lose too many players there. And ENCE come in, the retake is completely doable. And they make it happen for a 7th round.
At this moment, I don't think ENCE care how they win the rounds as long as they win it.
Yeah.
And that was Astralis. They had everyone at the lower bomb side, and Device even spotted out X7. The Molotov was tossing perfectly, but it was half a second too late, and he just went on in. At that point, you just go for the full commit. No one is expecting him to be there, and the fact that he got that second kill was just miraculous for X7. As ENCE now, Dinko, they're finally back in the lead. It's been a while, but look at the pace being set by Astralis. Glaive finds 1. Ariel replies back, but the trades are real good so far. Sergey on the site. He finds Device.
Well, the pressure is on, but ENCE are handling it well. Zipex finally gets 1 kill back on towards X7, but it's a 1v3 in total. Throws a Molotov to allow him to get on towards the B-bomb site safely. No one going to be chasing after him. A 2v1 retake of the B-bomb site, and if you want a man in a clutch, it's certainly Zipex. He's going to be trying to hold off this vent attack. There's one. Falls back inside of the site, trying to be aware of all the different possibilities, and well, Alu is just in behind decoy. Smart decision for Zipex to close the door. That gives away Alu's position once he reopens it, and now just 1 bullet needed. Zipex is going to fall. It's a headshot right to the box. Doesn't matter that he was 5 HP, and ENCE will get an 8th round.
Valiant effort from Zipex for a moment there, I believed, but it was so very low when he took that duel. And Alu, even if he didn't spot him out early on, he had the Molotov in hand. He could have easily flushed him out. 8-6 now. ENCE ensuring that they do have the lead going into the second half, and 9 rounds would be the cherry on top. And just look at how much, if you just look at the rounds ENCE have won, out of the 8 rounds have won, 7 of them have been with a defuse. Astralis have got the bomb down time and time and time again. This goes to show how so potent, how menacing the T side from Astralis can be on you. Final round though, and they of course still have the buy. Device is running out dry. Alu's gonna find himself a free kill. That is uncharacteristic from Device.
Well, it doesn't work for him, and Astralis lose the early pick. Magic though has got himself in towards Secret. He's down in towards the lower bomb side already. Astralis desperately need a kill back in here. Trying to work it through the lower bomb site as Magic's just going very slowly. Astralis are playing the default everywhere else, just holding the lines, making sure if any aggression comes in from ENCE that they're ready for it. Sergey has got himself in towards Hut, so there's actually a lot of control established here by ENCE. It's going to be difficult for Astralis to not lose a couple of players when this eventual attack comes in. Zipex might just lose this duel against Sergey. There it is. That's the pick you're looking for if you're ENCE. If you find that, now you're in what is looking like a brilliant position, especially with Magis just coming back up, X7, so passively waiting. Does get the refrag. Alu unfortunately has to fall first, but look at this. Oh no, the flank from Sergey is absolutely perfect. Glyph gets caught, and that's the bomb dropped. It's all on Dupree. 15 HP to make this half happen, to try and get a 7th on the board for Astralis, and I just don't think it will. It's looking like ENCE are going to grab 9, and this is a great half from them. All things considered, you know, Astralis won a little bit of a tear, but ENCE fight back.
Oh, absolutely. This has been a very, well, not exactly super convincing because some of these rounds are very, very close indeed, but the fact that they managed to make it 9 rounds after Astralis seemed like they were running away with it, impressive stuff from ENCE, and it's going to be 9-6 as we go into the second half of map number 2.
It's time for a short break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
Pipes that never let you double cross them. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. And you know the flow, got him coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Live until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move, we move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide in with the rhymes that make the dimes. I'll close their eyes and fantasize. I'm divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love you. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats. On stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young, black, successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Live
trap.
Oh, ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round again.
Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there. And I feel the lies and I feel the same. Forever hold.
Second half live with ENCE versus Astralis. It's 9-6, ENCE leading the way. They're currently a map down in the series, so they desperately need Nuke. And well, they lead the way by 3, and Sunny's got a good start into the pistol. Alu as well following up. This is not good for Astralis. They're losing way too many players early on. And will ENCE look to try and fill in the hole through the door. It's Alu flanking for the backside, doing damage on towards Magisk, but he runs out of ammo.
He's done the work though. Keeping Magisk occupied means the rest of his players can make their way towards the lower bomb side, but Zepex is ready and waiting, but he's alone. He's isolated. He just finds one. Sunny in the smoke. He's going for the shank as Zepex, but he's going to get taken down. Sunny having none of it, leaving it all in Dupree in a 1v3.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Sunny with a clean tap. That's the way you want to get a pistol win. PT50 to the dome of Dupree, and while ENCE hit double figures, this is exactly the beginning they'd be looking for coming into the second half. You can't really afford to get those 9 rounds on the board, a lot of which we discussed previous could have went in the way of Astralis. You know, you have to remember all of those 1v1s at the start of this game. They did go in favor of ENCE. So they have taken that opportunity, they've ran with it, and they get the start into the second half, and now Astralis is forced by, well, this is what they're relying on to get them back into the start of this second.
It does feel strange, doesn't it? It's always felt like Astralis have been on the back foot so far, apart from that little streak they had earlier on the T side. And now, Sunny and Ariel against a Deagle in the hands of Device. Rattles off a couple of bullets, doesn't quite find the kill, doesn't even do much of damage. But now they spot 2 players heading towards Secret. Bomb not spotted out yet. Sunny waiting patiently for Dupree to go for that peek, and Dupree, it's tagged on a 19 HP. He's going to run for the hills, heading towards the Decon. And a lot is from ENCE. They're being very measured right now. They have 4-star rotation with Astralis. And there's an upper bomb side, Dinko. Just 1 player lying in wait. That is very scary if you're Astralis.
Well, 1 minute left on the clock. Sergey being tasked with holding in towards T-Con, or lobby, should I say. And, well, Dupree down towards lower bomb site already. 5-7 in his hands. Looking to try and pick off the 2 remaining players coming his way, but he's shooting dead to rights. There it is. Sunny with a headshot. Good opening. Good chance now to move in towards the B bomb site for him. But the rest of the push coming through towards A. It's 6-7. Takes the head off Magisk. Another dive in towards the vent. Can come through. Alu gets domed by the nade. Sergey picks up Glaive. And that is just a little bit of an awkward affair inside of those vents. But luckily, ENCE not really getting caught off by too much of these rounds for Astralis. Another bomb can get planted. Sergey should confirm the round now for ENCE. 11-6. Astralis saving the scout and the Deagle into the next. But that is, now it's starting to look pretty one-sided. ENCE are really getting into this.
Oh yeah, they are. And the thing is, they won the pistol round on the CD side. They won the following anti-ecos as well. And again, they've managed to replicate it. Win the pistol, against the force buy. Although we still have another eco going to be coming out for Astralis here, which ENCE should have in the back. And that's going to make it 12-6, Dinko. And a map where, like you did mention to me during the half, that ENCE are a team who did break that streak, end the streak of Astralis on Nuke.
Oh,
As Devices dunk Sergey down, unfortunately he loses the gun. But honestly, if I'm ENCE, I'm still feeling happy. They retain the 2 AK-47s, and more importantly, they get to round number 11.
I love how Device is actually the one that they choose as the impact player in that round. It's crazy. He gets 2 exit kills. So yeah, 2 big exit kills as well. Deagle headshot, then the nade finishing it off. But yeah, ENCE will win the round. Could have got a little bit scary inside that vent. You know, Glaive drops down in behind them. Maybe thought that was his teammate, but they turn around. Clear communication there for ENCE. And now Astralis, just the default USPs in play. The scout for Zipex. dupreeh doesn't have a gun. He has a Zeus. That's it.
Okay, Glaive, USP. How is he alive at a beautiful
Oh my god,
Get the
nearly
dink
gets
again.
second. That is another real scary chance there. I think Glaive nearly pulled that off, but Alu does drop device. Still really questioning why dupreeh just has a Zeus.
Mind games? Doesn't
Uh,
even have the pistol.
sure.
I mean, you won the USP at least. I mean, you get it for free.
yeah. I mean, we just see what Glaive can do with it. Well, let's see if we can make the Zeus work. Probably not.
Unlikely, yeah. Zipex just floating around, looking to just pick up a couple of kills, but ENCE is a much more convincing round here against this Eco and dupreeh. Yeah, like I said, roaming around with the Zeus, and no one will show themselves for him. Lovely, lovely knife as well. As Zipex gets caught out, they have taken a bit of damage, but due to the bomb radius on Nuke, all 4 will survive. Aerial, Zerg, and Sunny was so very low, mind you. 12-6 now. ENCE, they have managed to get themselves a very good lead. It's been a pretty impressive, well, you can even say comeback, because at one point, Astralis was 6-4 up on the T side here. And now ENCE have strung together 8 rounds in a row across both the halves. And now the buy is going to be coming in for Astralis. Device for the AWP, M4s all around for every one of the players. The one problem here is I don't see a singular kit. Glaive could have purchased a kit for himself. He has $400, but that's a little dicey.
Okay, dupreeh spamming through catches Sergey, and that's a good opening in for Astralis. Zipex moving forward is going to catch Aerial off. It's a man advantage double here on the Astralis side, but ENCE do get the bomb plant. X7 manages that in towards the lower side. Molotov goes in, forces dupreeh into the Zipex into the one angle. He's going to peek forward and catch out X7. dupreeh taking down Sunny, and it's an easy cleanup in the end for Astralis. They don't lose a single player. In fact, they don't even take a single point of damage.
That's insane. How have they not taken a single point of damage? Great round from dupreeh and Zipex, of course. And Device picking up, chiming in with one of his own as well. I love what ENCE did there. A fast play, a fast dive into defense, but unfortunately, it doesn't quite pan out. Astralis, they need to not just win this round, Tinko. They need to win a couple more just to ensure that the money remains stable.
I mean, you're happy enough with that kind of round if it's like an eco or something, or like a force buy, half buy kind of scenario, but that was a full gun round, and just nothing happened in it, unfortunately. So that's Astralis feeling pretty happy about that first gun round that they've been able to pick up in the second half. Now ENCE coming into this, it's going to be the ult for Alu. The AK's back in play. Like you said, their economy's on its last legs already, so this is exactly the kind of round Astralis want to win. And while Device getting aggressive, we see him do this all the time, and it works for him well. Dropping Sunny towards outside, giving the advantage on over towards Astralis, and there's no trade potential.
Zero trade potential. dupreeh trying to go for the wall bang through the top of hut. Sergey tagged down 50 points of health. He's going to be falling on back.
Ooh.
Alu.
Glaive spots him, and instead of just carried away, he wants to start the fight, takes the fight against the AWP, and oh my god, Device. He's having a great
That's
time.
a scary Device. Yeah, that's a scary Device. When he starts going like this, he's a sort of opera you expect to play the role right? He's going to be playing it safe. He's going to be playing the percentage game. It's an expensive gun. It's a big investment for his team. But when he starts playing like that, just going for these aggro picks and whatnot, that's when you start to feel a little afraid if you're ENCE. All 3 players for ENCE now gathered together towards the ramp area. 50 seconds on the clock. They're going to be heading in. And guess who's waiting? It's Zipex.
He's ready for it. They're coming around the corner. 45 seconds in play. Tapping out to the left side. It's going to be an easy kill for them. Zipex. Magic's actually helping him as well. And dupreeh is rotated in towards the lower side. So, Alu, last remaining player, stuck inside of ramp. Life expectancy, probably a few seconds now. There we go. Zipex shuts him down. 8 rounds on the board for Astralis. Another clean round win. They only lose Magisk. And like you said, Device getting aggressive, being very proactive, starting to feel it. He was trying that on the T side. He was trying to go for these crazy plays, like jumping up on top of red, taking his fights, going for these questionable plays. Didn't really work for him. He got slapped on the wrist a few times, but I love that he's just going for it consistently, and he's made it work here on the CT side this time. And
more importantly, Tinko, they keep a majority of the players alive. Glaive, the only casualty. Money looking good. And finally, it is an eco for ENCE. A full eco, in fact. Just a couple of pistols being upgraded. I feel they're running through the flames. And Magist, thank you very much. She's going to pad his stats. And 12 to 9. Astralis start to claw back. But the buy is going to be coming in again for ENCE.
Yeah, that's beautiful from Magisk. 4 kills picked up easily enough. And yeah, this is a really important buy coming up from ENCE. If they lose this one, that's when that big lead that they got for themselves is gone, right? Astralis are right back into things completely. Gonna be very scary times ahead. Astralis 9 on the board. They're getting that momentum going, and we've seen what happens when they get that going on Trim. We've seen that in the previous. They definitely got back into things very, very quickly. I just drop in X7. And it almost feels like it's a blink of the eye, you know, you blink your eyes, you open it again, and Astralis are right back into the game. So it's a very scary prospect for ENCE, and Astralis are a very scary team to play against in that respect. You're never safe, you're never in a comfortable position.
Yeah, I think every team who's ever played against Astralis can attest to that fact. And now, after losing X7 early on, you see the wall of smokes. The default is a little bit of a gap though, and the nade sails it. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Flash is gonna be tossed up for them to cross and over, but Glaive somehow in the smoke he lines them up, goes for the full spray, and does a little bit extra damage on the aerial. 3v5, and again, Astralis haven't taken a single point of damage.
Well, there we go. Ruined that one left. Well, Aerial
Finally
dropping Dupree, and now 4v3. Door swings wide open. Aerial is kind of making sure he's not being flanked upon. You never really know where these players are at this point. Sergey up towards outside, catches Glaive. It's going to be an easy headshot. A double kill from Sergey. Suddenly flipped around on its head. Good kill from Device, but the bomb has been planted. Now Device is the only player left. In the meantime, while Sergey was getting those kills towards upper, Zipex fall into the hands of Alu. Now we've got Device trying to come back in. He switched to the AK for this clutch. Definitely a better weapon for the scenario, but look at the hold. This is going to be impossible. There we go. Aerial, perfect position to deal with that. 13 to 9. ENCE win that, and I really do feel Sergey ruins any chances for Astralis winning that round there.
Oh yeah, that was something else from Sergey. Just all alone, just goes for the duels, kills both players. Just by his lonesome. And a round which definitely should have gone the way of Astralis. It was a 5v3, mind you. And it just gets plucked back. And ENCE, another round on board, 13 to 9. Now Astralis, though, considering they won the couple of rounds quite comfortably, they have the money. So they're going to be going for yet another very convincing buy. Okay. And okay, that works, Glaive. That works.
That's a great opening. And Sergey, the player that had so much impact for them in the last round, is out of it early on. And while Device, oh, an uncharacteristic missed shot there from Device. He stays alive. That's the most important part. That advantage maintained here for Astralis. And there's not too many rounds where they can make mistakes anymore here over on Astralis. Take a look. They're only 3 away from victory for ENCE, 3 away from map number 3. That's Inferno. If ENCE do pick up Nuke here, I think they're going to be kicking themselves quite a bit about that train performance, because they certainly could have taken it over the line and even potentially have won this series 2-0, which is kind of crazy, but that's all what ifs, and unfortunately you gotta live in the now. Yeah,
Counter-Strike is all about the what ifs, right? What if you hadn't lost an anti-eco? What if you hadn't lost the 2v3 we saw on train? But Counter-Strike's kind of like life that way. Yeah? A lot of what ifs, could ifs, and what
quite
could have
profound,
been, sometimes
really.
Yeah, sometimes you have to live with the regrets and just make do, like you said. You got to live in the now and make do with what you have. Right now, what they have are 4 players, and they are spending quite a bit of utility trying to make this hit towards upper. The Device, he smells it towards the ramp, and the perfect read as Device plucks one. His teammate drops down towards ramp, and Device is holding the line. X7 is going to get the drop onto him, though drops on down, but X6 with the off angle finds one, finds 2, bomb dropped, and it's all on Sunny in a 1v4. He finds 1, but it's still looking almost unwinnable with 8 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, this round is done. It's going to be an easy round there in the end from Astralis. You know, it was looking hairy with X7 catching Device there. There's a real opportunity that opens up the B bomb site. But Zipex, the gatekeeper, stopping any action unfolding below the bottom of the ramp. And that is perfect. Astralis now 10 on the board. First tactical pause coming in, I think, of the entire game. So yeah, this is their first tactical pause of Nuke.
It is indeed. And, well, I mean, we have seen less attack timeouts getting called unless, the game is extremely intense, mainly because, the coaches are sitting in their respective TeamSpeak servers. You have Twister coaching for ENCE and, of course, Zonic on the side of Astralis. And when you have, well, the rule sets are such that the coaches can talk throughout the game. They can sometimes even take the reins of calling for the respective teams. So when a tactical timeout does come in, it's when they want to slow things down a little bit. They want to take a breather. They want to talk about what they want to do the next round, instead of just like rushing through it. And that's something ENCE are going to be very wary of. Like you said, you give an inch, Astralis is going to take a mile. And even though ENCE have a 3-round lead, it could easily dissipate into the ether. So, full eco. It's a P250 for X7 and the AK-47 in the hands of Sunny.
Touching back on the coaching point, right, of him being able to in-game lead. Obviously, that was the way CS was a while ago. Sunny catching device. So, one of these, the AK here on the T side actually making it work a little bit. Now, Glaive, oh god, oh, this is not the start you would be hoping for. Sunny is just popping off. Good chance there. Zipex shutting down X7. That should have been a kill for X7, but Zipex taking him away. And well, now we're into a 3v4. Man advantage still available to ENCE. Thanks for Sunny. Now, the 3 Glocks. Around the 1 AK. It's still looking good for Astralis in terms of the weapons that they've got. You still got to favor them when it comes to these
nice
3
little touch
Glocks.
there. Nice little touch from Dupree, just smoking off towards ramp, pretending that he hasn't pushed in, as he does walk up towards the lobby. Hasn't found anyone, though. And he realizes that this aggression may not be worth it. Bear in mind, ENCE do only have 3 players without Kevlar, because it's going to be a slaughter. Magisk finds 2. Ariel does reply back, but the last 2 players, Dinko, they have no Kevlar.
Well, bomb planted. Yeah, no Kevlar, but got an AWP and relatively high HP. Now, this is a bit of an issue. Post-plant positions, it's all down to positioning. If they can position themselves well enough, and this is a perfect crossfire being established now for this post-plant. Dupree and Zipex trying to get back in, but this is looking like an ENCE round all day long. This has to be huge. It has to be so quick, and the timing has to fail Ariel, but it's not going to. He's going to find one. Finally shut down by Dupree. And now it's on to Alu, trying to make it happen. He's 23 HP, moves forward, and Dupree will force him out of heaven for the kill. And around for Astralis. Oh, that is just so heartbreaking, friends. They pull it so close, but Astralis will walk away with it.
It's such a very fast decision being made by Dupree. He knew he had like a couple of seconds to make the calls to where Alu was. He saw the bomb plan. He knew exactly where Alu was. Tosses the nade and the Molotov. And of course, when you don't have the Kevlar, the nade is going to hurt indeed. 13-11. A very close round. Sunny with the firepower, almost making that one happen. But Astralis, they do manage to clutch it out. Expensive round, but they still are going to be happy that they did not go the way of ENCE now. Full buy versus full buy. ENCE want to somehow close this one out. Barrage of nades being tossed into its mini. Not going to find anyone, though.
Well, Surrogate catching Dupree. Be a good opening for ENCE. They're coming through. It's Magis trying to push forward. He's got himself into the corner. He's going to wrap around the corner, but it's Ariel waiting for him, stopping the aggression, stopping the chance for Astralis to pull that kill back. Well, Device finally shuts down Sunny. It's going to be... Oh, no. Ariel stopping Glaive. And now a 2v4. Astralis sitting in a situation that's just not looking great for them right now. It's going to be ENCE charging their way through in towards the ramp room. An easy round looking to be on the cards here for ENCE. They can just limit the mistakes. Alu's throwing the Molotov to clear the corners. They don't want to be caught off by any of these nukes and crannies, you know. You don't know if anybody's somehow got themselves in towards that lower bomb site. It's just hiding around, hoping to deny the bomb plant, spoil the party. But Astralis have no one near the bomb site itself. So it is going to be another round on the board for ENCE. And that is going to be 14-11. And I hate pointing out negative performances, Blood, but Dupree has been really quiet, I feel, across both of these maps now. It's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes it is kind of like that. You're not very sure about like, it depends on your placement, depends on where you're going to be playing on a CD side and whatnot. But this was a strange round from Astralis. We had the aggression from Dupree coming earlier on, and then Magisk and Glaive, they tried desperately to push in, get some information, maybe try and get the trade, but instead they just give away multiple 1v1s. And they just walk into the waiting arms of ENCE, and that's one of the easiest rounds ENCE has won so far on the T side. And what has been a pretty scrappy affair in the second half. But 14-11, now ENCE need 2 more rounds, Dinko, to take it to Map number 3. And Astralis, they have the buy, but look at the money. If they lose this one, ENCE are on map point, and Astralis will have to eke out what will be quite a miserable buy. So ENCE, they know they have their foot in the throat of Astralis. They just need to do this 2 more rounds. There's 2 more rounds to take it to map number 3.
Well, coming into the series, I would have... Oh, well, Glaive, okay. That is a huge play from Glaive from the one position. Just at the top of the secret stairs, delivers 3 beautiful kills. And well, finally, Astralis have answered back. A few rounds now have been looking pretty rough for them, but that is a huge play from Glaive. Device getting the last 2, and that is just a cleanup coming in from Astralis. And well, ENCE are going to be very, very scared about that kind of performance. If that becomes consistent, oh no.
You're not supposed to get 3 kills from that position. 1, maybe 2, and then you get completely like Molotov or naded to Oblivion or flashed and peaked. You don't lose 3 players like that to a player playing in that particular position, and that's definitely going to suck for ENCE. And I was talking about the money for Astralis, but even ENCE's cash, their coffers aren't looking that healthy right now. You have Sergey and X7 and Alu with money, Ariel 2500, Sunny on 3800. It means a full-fledged buy is going to be hard to come by. So they might, considering they have the 2-round lead, they might go for a little bit of an investment here. Some upgraded, maybe an AK-47 and X7. And on Sergey, you try to work around that while Ariel and Sunny have the little bit of Kevlar and some Deagles, some maybe Tech 9s. I don't expect a full buy here because going for that is a high-risk proposition. If they go for the full buy and they don't really have the money to work with, after losing that, it's going to get icky. But no, they've gone for it. They've gone for the full investment. They're feeling confident, Dinko. This is...
Well, here we go.
Whew, this is scary.
Yeah, this is getting into the end game. Round 27, coming right up. Astralis with a buy. ENCE going for the purchase as well. Utility is good enough here on the T side. Good enough to get something done. ESL 1 Road to Rail is delivering great matchups across the board. And while Astralis, currently a map up of the series, are trailing by 2 here on Nuke. Their map pick. Hence the team, historically, have been a bit of a thorn in the Astralis Nuke side, ending their untouchable streak here on this map. Will ENCE look to try and continue it as they move here around 27. It's going to be ENCE moving forward. It's going to be Ariel, the first man falling. Magus stopping him from walking through. Sunny will get the reply onto Glaive. 4v4 will ensue. It's Zipex on the other end of the smoke. He's going to be holding on in towards the ramp. They're ready for it. They're trying to spam, but he's going to be getting one anyway. Sergey with the headshot finally gets rid of him in a second as well from Sergey. The young thing continues to cut through Astralis, and he'll make his way in towards the lower bomb site. ENCE, the buy is working out for them. It's going to be map point.
That is such a huge play from Sergey. 2 quick kills. The first one was easy. The player was blinded, but the second one, what a shot onto Device. And Device had such a good angle as well. Dinko had the AWP, and now Sunny from behind is going to win the duel. Map point for ENCE. Need 1 more round to take it to map number 3 in Astralis. Oh no, the money not so good at all, is it, for Zipex and Glaive? The rest of them can buy up, but this is it. I mean, there's no point saving here. There's no point going for half buys or half measures. It's the full investment coming up from Astralis, and they need to win 3 in a row. They still haven't called for attack timeout. It's been ENCE all the way.
Magisk 26 and 19. Device 21 and 17. Definitely hitting the numbers. We've seen a big hero play from Glaive. But Astralis now on their last legs. Do or die time. If it's an ENCE win here, we head to map 3. It's got to be flawless from Astralis for the rest of this. First one was a close affair as well. Train definitely could have gone either way. We've got ourselves a match on our hands. It's certainly a map that we'll be very happy with, but it was definitely the one on our minds when we came into the stream today, and well, it's delivering.
It is absolutely delivering, and ENCE, they have delivered indeed. 15 on Astralis' map pick, mind you, after losing a train in a heartbreaking fashion in overtime. That's Dupree now. This is not a great buy for Astralis. 3 M4s, 5-7 hands of Glaive, and of course Zipex with the Scout. Surprising weapon for the Clutch God. And he's playing alone towards ramp. Now, if needs be, Majiscus nearby towards Heaven. It's gonna drop towards Hell and help him out. That ENCE. They've slowed things down. They know they have the foot against the throat of Astralis here. Just one more round to go for the decider as Sunny's gonna open it up. He's gonna find Device.
Well, Sunny catches Device, gives the advantage on over towards ENCE, and this is the prime opportunity for them to end it here and now. Without many issues, it's Zipex looking to try and be the sole ramp defender with a scout. Yeah, that's just not happening. He's got to get out of there as fast as he possibly can. Magic's been called in to try and assist. He's done well by finding one kill, and they've got a player rotated in to help Zipex on the side itself, but this is not looking so brilliant. It's going to be a round that is looking very, very solid here for ENCE. It's looking like it might just be over. We're looking down the barrel of a third map.
No.
That nade is not good. The flash is worse. And now they're going to try and push through. Dupree coming up the secret stairs. Sunny looking to catch him off, but it's Dupree with a kill. Now the plank can come in from X7. A 2v3. Astralis with the advantage coming into the retake.
Alu spots out Glaive. He knows exactly where he is. Smoke off towards Vents. It's gonna obscure the vision for a while. Flashbang is good from Dupree. They know where two of them are. They know where the third player is, but it doesn't matter. X7 finds Glaive, and Dupree's so very low. Alu spins around, and it's gonna be ENCE taking map number 2, 16-12.